Four men out for a North Shore charter fishing trip found themselves in the water today when their boat capsized.
Just after Labor Day 2006, Tofty charter boat captain Darren Peck was wrapping up a day on the water when he got a call from Coast Guard Station Duluth.
There's a report of 4 people in the water in front of Temperance River. And they asked me if I could respond, and they looked around, there's nobody around, and of course I can respond.
With the Grand Marais Coast Guard station closed for the season and deputies more than a half hour out, Peck was the only hope.
Another charter boat heard their distress call and pulled them to safety.
Basically went out and found them, 3 of them riding the overturned boat, 4th guy hanging onto the side. The hypothermia was starting to set in, so like when I tried to help them pull in the boat, they didn't have the strength to pull in. We had to help them in, multiple people. Once I got them in, multiple people had to help them get in.
And had he not been right there to step up,
no one was hurt.
That might have been a recovery instead of a rescue, you know.
Meanwhile in Duluth, this is the type of boat made for emergency situations. The Coast Guard's 45-foot response boat medium can travel hundreds of miles at a time.
And the system here is designed actually by Rolls-Royce.
And reach speeds of more than 50 miles an hour.
It is kind of like that workhorse of the Coast Guard on the Great Lakes.
Master Chief Justin Olson leads Coast Guard Station Duluth, which has an area of responsibility stretching from 2 harbors to Port Wing. It's one of 5 Coast Guard stations on Lake Superior, and in a matter of days, one of 4.
The official reason, from my knowledge of it, is just optimization of our forces and our force laydown.
Master Chief Olson says the need for rescues within the Grand Marais area of responsibility has fallen significantly in the last decade, averaging less than 1 per year. He credits better boats, better technology, better access to weather forecasts, and boater safety courses for the decrease in emergencies, and therefore less need for a station in Grand Marais.
If we're having more need from the public in certain areas, then we should have our forces there.
But agencies up the shore say the lack of needed rescues isn't proof the Coast Guard should leave, it's proof they should stay.
I think initially it was disbelief that the station was being shut down.
Cook County Sheriff Pat Eliason's department is one of the agencies preparing to assume more responsibility.
Their presence here probably has made it safer, because when they go out to do inspections, people know that they need to have the proper equipment.
He says the decline in water emergencies is due to the preventative measures taken by the Coast Guard. Without them, things could change.
When there's nobody here to perform those inspections, the quality of craft and the quality of equipment is probably going to start going downhill. Subsequently, when that happens, it will probably lead to more activity for us.
And Eliason says it's activity they're not prepared to take on.
Do you feel the North Shore of Lake Superior is going to be less safe now?
Oh, absolutely. It boils down to having the proper equipment for Lake Superior and the proper training for Lake Superior, and we don't have that right now. So yes, it would be much more unsafe.
People having concerns are always valid. I don't think that the Coast Guard or myself would make any decisions that would make people less safe.
Swords in hand.
Master Chief Olson says the Guard will soon hold training sessions with Cook County, the Grand Portage Band, and other agencies that may need to save a life, calling them part of a layered approach to emergency response.
And if there's any training gaps that we may have or they have, that we're there to fulfill those and help each other out and always just get better as a system and as a group.
But Sheriff Eliason and the charter captain who once pulled 4 freezing men onto his boat agree the far northern waters of Lake Superior are better off with the presence of the U.S. Coast Guard.
They are doing a valid job up here. I think it's worthwhile to have them up here. I want them up here.